What's up, nerds? We're back again with another video, and today I once again have Gabe. He's the only person willing to be my dummy in these videos, and I don't know why. But without further ado, we're gonna get started. Today we're doing some mount escape, and we're gonna try to make sure that we're not just escaping, we're escaping into an attack or into a dominant position or into something that we can use immediately. So that's always a good concept when it comes to escaping. My coach says it all the time. If you're escaping, come out with something ready to go and attack something to make it where they can't keep attacking. Because if you give them no reason to stop their chain, to break their combo, they will keep throwing stuff at you until they catch you. So we're gonna sort of put that concept into use today doing these mount escapes. So when we're in the bottom side mount, a couple of things we have to worry about, right? With him being on the top, most of the time, if we're talking about traditional mount, there's gonna be two places that he's gonna be playing it from. One is gonna be back over my hips, which is a good thing for me to an extent because that means my hips have power, which means my bridging, my shrimping is gonna move him a lot more. Or he could be playing a high mount where he's further up on the chest, which means my hip ups, my bridging, my shrimping is gonna move him less. So I can show that real quick. If we're here and he is playing mount back here over, he has no grapevine, no lassos, no boots here. When I bridge, it will move him a lot. Right? When I shrimp, my hips are active here in the actual legs. So as I build my frames, my shrimps will be more effective because he's sitting over my hips. Versus if he is up here in the high mount, a little bit higher, he sort of takes all that away. Now my bridge has way less power, right? And I have to deal with this. I have to find a way to get him back loaded over my hips where my hips have power again. So what we're gonna start off with here is we're gonna work on getting his hips above mine. So biting the elbows, just like I'm doing, just pinching my elbows to my side, I'm gonna walk up. But if I walk up and do nothing with my frames or my hands, he's gonna follow or he's gonna walk right back up if I get the space at all. So as we walk, I want my hands to find his hip bones. So as I work to get him back over my hips, I want my hands to find his hip bones. So as I work, I go until I have straight arms. Arms that are fully extended here. If he's sitting up like this is fine. We'll get him on the mat. If he's down here with his hands on the mat, that's fine too. We can work with this. Notice how my elbows are tight to my side. My hands are framed up just under where the hip bones are. And we have options. We can go with the like C-style grip like this here. Or we can turn out and get the palms in the hip bones, right? Either way, make sure your arms are straight, elbows pinched to the side. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna bridge. But when I bridge, I'm not bridging just to lift him and make space. I'm bridging to load him up onto my arms. So this is important, and this is why I said to keep your arms straight. So with my arms straight, if I bridge, I can sort of keep Gabe suspended in the air here, right? I'm not gonna hold him here for a long time, but this is what we wanna do. We wanna make this space, we wanna get him elevated so I can get both knees inside. So from here, in tight, I bridge, I pop through. So see how as I pop this in, both hooks are active immediately, touching the back of his thighs. My hands are going to swim and do a huge punch as I reach up and over for my sweep here. So let's look at it again from another angle. You can sort of see what's going on from this side now. So we work to get him back over our hips. The arms go straight. As I'm here, I'm gonna try to do this as slow as possible. I'm going to elevate, bridge, I pull through. As I pull through and I start to extend with my knees, I'm punching up, catching, and sweeping with the hooks into my own mount. Option number 2. We can't get both frames established on each side. Maybe it's because he's got our head turned way. It could be because, you know, he's being very good about stripping the frames off. So if we can't direct our attention to both hips, we'll focus on one. And I've showed this in one of my previous videos before. We're gonna enter into the single leg X from here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna build a frame across the hips, and I'm gonna have my other hand accompanying that with my frame inside the knee, not out here. It's gonna be inside, and I'm gonna pancake my hands on the hips. So from here, when I start to shrimp, if I shrimp and I'm pushing very aggressive with my hands, this starts to happen. I'm trying to shrimp, I'm trying to push. All that's doing is giving him an avenue to the back and to the arm bars. We don't want to have to deal with this. So what I want is less push in the hands. I want to imagine holding his hips and his knee in one spot as I work my butt and my hips out the other direction. So as I'm here, sometimes it'll take more than one shrimp. If you shrimp one big aggressive time, you might get it. If you don't, you're gonna shrimp again until we get the clearance we need. So again, we take the frames inside the knee. As I shrimp, notice how my hips push and extend this leg out as this one stays heavy. So now I'm gonna pull my bottom knee inside. As I pull it inside, I'm gonna swing out and around and into my single leg X. So yes, this is single leg X. He has options from here. He can try to stay heavy, or they'll stand up. As he stands up, my hips go and follow. I stay attached. We can go straight into straight ankles from here, trying to elevate and finish. We have sweeps. If I drive both knees in one direction, there's the sweep back into our straight ankle. We can pass over. We can do heel hooks. I have another video out on that that shows you all those options, so you guys can go watch that one. I'll try to have that linked somewhere up here as well. Okay, thank you guys for watching. That's the end of this video. See you guys in the next one.